I'm Codig.
And no Ryan this week, and also no special guest, because we didn't want to do those back-to-back. Not because we can't do them back-to-back, it's just we don't want to, like most of America. Today, we are talking once again about Pokemon, because it's just Codig and myself, and while there are a variety of topics that only he and I enjoy without Ryan, we thought Pokemon's a good standard to stick with for at least the beginning. And while I'm talking and doing things, Codig is messing with volumes, so I think I'll just keep talking until he's satisfied. Now, I know he's satisfied when he jumps in and says, okay!
Okay!
Alright!
So today we're talking about Pokemon, as I'm sure Aron has already discussed.
He wasn't listening to me, he was busy with the computer. He's got headphones on, so he can hear everything and yet nothing.
Yes, quite. This just has to do with my ability to hear you. This has nothing to do with our actual audio.
Maybe it would help if you weren't wearing the freaking hoodie over your ear and then the earmuff.
Nah.
Anyways. It's not a hoodie. It's like a robe onesie hoodie thing.
We're talking specifically about the Switch games.
What you mean, the Switch?
Switch games?
Switch. Like the Wii and the Wii U and then the Switch.
And then the Switch. Now, we're going to start off with... We'll start off with the more modern type. We'll work our way back. Okay, we'll work our way back. We'll start off with the up and
But never Gen 1, because this is a Christian channel.
We'll start off with the up and comings, what we know about it, and what our excitement might come with.
Nothing.
Start. You don't know anything?
Okay, well, when it comes to like the Legend of Arceus, the only things I really know about it is which starters there are, and that it's an open world-ish. And it takes place in a feudal Japan-esque setting of Sinnoh.
Sinnoh, which is
Hisui, whatever. It's a different name because back in the day, a lot of places had a lot of different names. Therefore, they decided to name something different because of how long ago it was. But that's basically all I know about that game. I'm excited for it. I want to play it, most definitely. I haven't really been following it.
Do you have any hopes? Any hopes for it? Within reasonable
I've heard a fan theory that the final form of each of the evolutions are going to be regional exclusives,
which would make a lot of sense.
It would be interesting, and I think that, and I would like that because honestly, like I like Typhlosion, I like Samurott. I don't remember who the grass one is.
It is Decidueye.
Is it really?
Yes. It's Rowlet.
It's Rowlet, Cyndaquil, and
you just said it.
Oshawott. No, I said Samurott.
Oh, you were thinking of the first forms? Oh, okay.
Yeah, you said Rowlet, and then Cyndaquil, and then Oshawott.
Yeah, you forgot Oshawott's name?
Yeah, I can remember. I literally, Gen 5 are like the starters, and I was like...
Gen 5? No, fucking Snivy, man. I fucking love Snivy. Snivy is bae.
Okay, literally, it's like...
Okay, not like that.
Like literally, Enbor is the only name I can remember out of that line.
Fuck Enbor.
So that's...
Tepig, I love Tepig. I think Tepig was a great idea. We're not here talking about that. We'll talk about that during our starters video.
The same problem they had with Gen 7 with
fucking Litten versus Incineroar. Yeah. I love Litten, but Incineroar is garbage.
So I would obviously, if they were doing that, because two of them are monotyped, I would love it if they gave Typhlosion and Samurott a second typing.
That'd be nice.
And I'd be okay if Decidueye was not Grass Ghost, if it was Grass something else in its final form.
I'm not gonna lie, you know how I am in most games. It's usually like, give me the plant. But in this one, I'm actually, because I love Cyndaquil, I'm gonna go with Cyndaquil.
Oh yeah.
And I hate Oshawott. And I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I don't like Decidueye, or I don't like Rowlet. I like Decidueye, but out of those lines, Primarina is my favorite. So which is funny, because only water type that I prefer over the other types, only generation. But when it comes to Legends Arceus, I think my biggest hope is that it just doesn't suck.
Yes, obviously.
My biggest hope, because this is asking a lot of Game Freak, the company that can't even code properly.
Yeah.
Can't make a single game without having 100 different models for the same character. Like, you're asking a lot of them. Get somebody in there, clean it up, and you might actually make it look good. Like, this is a fucking AAA, basically. It's got the budget of a AAA game.
Lots of things like Game Freak loves what they do. They're not the best at what they do.
Exactly, which is why I don't think any of the studios
They should definitely have creative control.
Yes.
But have, like, another team, even just like a small team that just goes in behind them and is like...
Exactly, because they love what they do and they're really good. They're not
really good at it.
They're really good at, you know, designing.
At the creative aspects of Pokemon, they're fantastic. Like region design, Pokemon design, and everything. Game balancing, but who cares about balance?
And you should never have a company working on a game that they just don't care.
Yeah, no, definitely. 100%.
And you can tell Game Freak cares.
One of the things that I would love is if some of the, because, you know, everyone knows that the original idea behind Mega Evolution was to make Pokemon that weren't good. Good. Now, they kind of flubbed it a little bit by giving, like, pseudo-legendaries and things like that in Mega Evolution, so it took powerful Pokemon and made them broken. But, like, you know, Mega Beedrill and, like, Mega Pidgeot.
I actually used Mega Beedrill.
Yeah. Like,
quite a lot. Mega Beedrill is one of my favorite Megas, just because design, like, he looks so fucking badass.
And then, now, correct me if I'm wrong, but, like, with, like, Galarian forms and, like, Alola forms, they really only add... or change the typing and give a different ability. They don't really mess with the base stat total, do they?
No, I think they do.
I would like it if they took Pokemon that were weak, gave them a region-exclusive form, and then make that form more powerful. At least
that's the reason why they usually give them region-exclusive evolutions, like Sirfetch'd or the Basculin one.
Obstagoon.
Oh, and also Obstagoon. I fucking love Obstagoon.
I was like, how dare you? You said you claim to love this Pokemon, yet when it came to evolutions of a regional style,
I tend to forget that Zigzagoon was a thing in Gen 3.
Oh.
Because, like, I never used him. I know he's a Gen 3 Pokemon. I just never think of... When I think of...
He's probably the most forgettable field mouse Pokemon. Like the starting, like, rat kind of Pokemon.
How dare you? He's clearly a raccoon. Ah, shut up.
I mean, he is, but Linoon's like more like a badger.
I'm definitely super excited because I've seen some recent things based on, you know, the new game mechanics. Like, you can craft your own Pokeballs.
Game Freak. An open letter to Game Freak from Aron, from the heart. Okay, this is because I care. Stop making non-evolution Pokemon. Stop making single form. Legendaries are fine. I don't mind legendaries, but for any other kind of Pokemon, stop making one and being done. Every Pokemon needs at least one evolution. And stop making pre-evolutions. They're garbage. No one ever wants them. No one ever uses them. Stop it.
Get some help.
Yeah, like Mr. Mime, like, ugh, but then they gave him Mr. Rhyme in Galar. That was neat. It's a good idea, I think. I don't know. I've never used it.
He's pretty good.
It's pretty good. It's just like some Pokemon. I get for game balancing reasons. You start off with weaker Pokemon in the beginning because you know you're still new to the game. You don't want the power creep to be too skewed. So you have Pokemon like Rattata or like the starting bird and the starting mouse Pokemon. Those are the weak ones that evolve relatively soon with the bugs, and that helps you in the beginning, and then you're supposed to dump those and put them in the furnace, and if you're talking about Let's Go, you grind them into candy to fuel the strength and hunger of your others. And then you move on to a more powerful team. I get it. Basic RPG rules. You get the garbage starter, and then you toss them for new ones. But the problem with normal RPGs are, you can give those garbage starting team members legendary equipment, which makes them good.
Yep.
Pokemon, there's no equivalent to that. Mega Evolution would have been the equivalent.
Yep.
But they got rid of that.
Where's my Mega Raticate, Game Freak? Where's my Mega Raticate?
Right.
No, I just think that the whole... I do like the open experience. Now, the battles are still turn-based.
Which I'm fine
whenever
with.
you do battles, which I'm fine with. I would have liked to see, you know, like...
Well, with Pokken Tournament, we've basically seen what a battle style, like an open, like...
And it was nice. Do I think... I don't think the main series should... I think the main series should stay a turn-based thing, which is why I appreciate the side game.
The only thing I can think about it is it would literally turn into like Xenoverse, where it'd be like you move around. And if you're a flying type, obviously you have 3D space, or if you're a ground type, you can like dig in the ground.
Oh, and they brought back fucking flying on a Pokemon through the region.
Oh, like from Let's Go.
I think it's flying. No, like from Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire.
Oh, where like you're like floating like above.
Yeah.
That's neat.
Where you can actually fly over the region.
That's neat.
It's a new, I can't remember which form. It was a new.
Well, you can only do it with
form.
Mega Latios or Latias in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. So are they binding it behind a specific Pokemon, or?
I think they might be, but I'm not sure.
Well,
Let me just fly over this region with my Pidgey right quick.
See, if I was gonna do it, I would do it where you could do it with any flying type Pokemon, but to restrict you being able to do it from the beginning of the game, have it be there's a saddle you have to get later.
Yeah.
You know, like with like the Pokemon ride system, where you would unlock new ride Pokemon.
Or maybe make it to where you can only do it with
large,
fully evolved.
Like, fully evolved and large enough.
Yeah.
Flying types.
So you're not flying across the region.
Go, Beedrill! Why aren't you going?
I know. I do appreciate the sneaking system because you can actually sneak up on them from inside the tall grass.
Nah, Breath of the Wild.
It's like, let me just sneak. Now who's ambushing you, Mr. Pokemon?
Well, technically, wasn't it in like, I think it was. Yeah, no, Gen 6 in Hoenn, you could sneak up on Pokemon. If you saw like a rustling in the bushes, you could like.
Yeah, but in this one, it's a little bit different.
Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah,
Which is fine.
Doesn't look as beautiful, which is unfortunate, but it's Game Freak, so I don't come to expect
what I would
most
do is
beautiful
add the
games.
sneak system. How I would.
Oh, and they added to where you can actually customize your character in Legends.
Neat. So what I would do personally, this is me. Now, I didn't know the sneak system was even a thing until Codig just said something. So this is just me spitballing an idea. If I were Game Freak, how I would balance the battle system versus sneak system, I would literally, you sneak up on a Pokemon and use a like a quick ball. The whole point of it is supposed to be you throw it the first turn and then you catch it. So have a sneak ball basically where it increases. You know, you could sneak with and catch with any Pokeball, but you increase your chance by using the sneak ball. And then have it where it has an increased chance to catch Pokemon, but they start off with a lower loyalty. That way you can like, okay, I can battle this thing and potentially, you know, KO it or have it run away or whatever, but its loyalty is higher, or I can sneak up on it and catch it, make it the catch itself easier, but its initial, as a small penalty, its initial loyalty is lower.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's a perfectly reasonable mechanic.
As long as they don't fucking overdo it.
Yeah. It hates you. It despises every fiber of your being. And I think the whole primary point of this story is to actually catch. They said it's not gym leaders anymore. It's like apparently you're working for an ancient version of Team Galactic.
Interesting.
Yeah, and you're like doing like recon missions or something like that.
I assume it's gonna basically be like a Kahuna kind of thing, where there aren't gym leaders, but there are certain like people you have to interact with and beat to progress.
And of course, you can catch Arceus in this one.
I hope so. Yes.
Yeah, so I'm really hoping to be able to catch Arceus.
Because it'll be the first time you could actually catch him and not have to hack into your DS and like.
Yeah, I have an Arceus. It was an event, but I have an Arceus.
Yeah.
You couldn't catch him. Yeah. Next is the Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, in which case also has character customization, unlike ORAS. Fucking nerds.
Whatever. Now, we've already discussed this, Codig and myself, and he's gonna get Pearl, I'm gonna get Diamond, just because I like Dialga better.
Well, actually, I'm getting both. I'm just gonna
we're
play
gonna
through
play,
Pearl.
so we can, like, trade with each other and stuff
Yeah.
like that. So it's like, I'm almost 100% we're probably just gonna trade with each other and get all the starters.
More than likely.
Because, like, who doesn't level 3 starters in Sinnoh? And if you say you don't, you're wrong.
I don't.
You're wrong.
I hate Napoleon.
You're wrong.
Napoleon's garbage.
You're just wrong.
I like Infernape, and I fucking love Torterra.
Well, we've already established that you're wrong. Moving forward,
I already know what team I'm running through that game with.
Michael of M&J TV. This is no shade, but your argument where all Pokemon games has a chibi style, therefore I don't understand why people are upset with chibi style. The problem is with the remake, yes, they're all chibi, but over time, slowly they become less and less chibi, and then they just went super hard left and made them incredibly chibi again.
Yeah, especially after you've seen what the Switch can do. Also,
this specific art style of chibi, in my opinion, looks bad.
Agreed. I think the in-game, like the in-battle animations, fine. They look like they're supposed to.
Yeah.
Why can't you do that through the rest of the game?
And then he also pointed out that every game does that. It's chibi overworld and then like more like realistic battle animations.
With the exception of Sword and Shield and
yeah.
Let's Go, but they're kind of a little chibi.
Yeah, they're pretty chibi.
And then Sun and Moon didn't do that either, and that's on the 3DS.
Yeah.
You already basically have the models. You have the models. You just need to make them walk. It would take more effort to not use the models that you already had made for the battles to make the chibi versions.
I think the reason why they did that was because this is a remake, therefore it's for the nostalgia crowd. Like we're gonna make most of our money off of 30, 40-year-old nostalgic.
Don't get me wrong.
People.
I'm still excited to play through
I'm still going to play it. It's just when you do a remake, it's supposed to have graphics
on par with what you're seeing
with
now.
With your current generation. Like, yeah, when they made the Gen 3 remakes, it was the same style.
They looked better than fucking
Gen 4
X and Y.
All the remakes, it was of the style. With this one, it's not of the same style. Now, did I expect it to be exactly like Sword and Shield with complete free roaming? No, because remake, it still had to keep with the original idea of the Gen 4 system. So I expected to go through it, like route by route, you encounter Pokemon randomly in the grass, stuff like that. That's what I expected. I did not expect because things. And for me, it looks off-putting.
Yeah,
it looks almost creepy, in my opinion.
I am interested to see how they're going to do the customization on the chibi forms.
That might have been another reason why. It's because the simpler models makes it easier for like changing certain things. Now, depending on how in depth the actual creation is,
I think because like I appreciate ever since X and Y the fact that they gave you like in X and Y they gave you a little customization with the hair and the face and stuff like that, but the clothes. I would spend hundreds of thousands of polka dollars on clothes. Yes, I bought the trench coat.
See, my problem was I never was satisfied with how my character looked in any of the games. Because the clothes, I understand they're going for a region, therefore they're going for a style. But like with Lola, I hated that I was always like, I had to wear shorts.
Well, it's because you're a male.
Yeah, I know.
When you're playing as a female, you don't really have that limitations.
You could wear long pants as a female.
Well, you could wear leggings type things.
I don't know.
However, I prefer wearing the skirts anyways because they look cooler.
I don't know. It's just like I understand. I was on an island resort, therefore you had to look like a certain kind of. Like,
well, how about in the Galar games, Sword and Shield? It's pretty good. Like whenever I was playing
in that regard, the clothes look fine, but like the character's like head and face.
Oh man, you give him the man bun with the nice red Gucci suit. That shit, wildin', bro. The only thing I don't like about the character customization see, I think in X and Y they did it really well by making your bag really just kind of small and not really noticeable in the character sprite. But in Sword and Shield, it's like, why do I have to have this big ass backpack on me at all times?
I actually really liked it because
I fucking hated it.
I liked it because it was your father's.
It ruined.
It was your father's.
See, but you buy more bags though.
I didn't. I kept the default bag because I liked that idea for the character. So I was like, nowhere in any of the Pokemon games that I am aware of do you have both parents. Oh wait, no, Gen 3. You had, but your dad was a gym leader basically, so like he was never home. You never saw him at home. So in having the fact it was like, oh, it's your mom's a single mom. He's like, here, sweetie, this was your dad's. Keep it with you. It's like I like that notion. The fact it was like, I'm carrying a little piece of my father who had a mysterious fate. So I kept that. I kept the default bag because I liked that little bit of character building or just for the basic character, because the player character is a blank fucking slate. There's nothing about them that says they don't talk, which I understand why they don't talk. I don't think they need to talk personally. Their facial expressions, I would love it if the player characters was more animated, like the old school like Lego games, like where like they're like be more animated. So just have like you remember in Gen 7 when like, oh no, the world is burning, everyone, we're gonna die, and then your character walks in smiling, dead eyes. Like, that is serial killer level of creepy.
So apparently,
just make them more interesting when it comes to their animations. Don't make them talk. That's fine. I don't care about that. But like, you can do like what Red Dead Online did, where the character didn't talk, but you could assign them specific emotes and animations, so you could use them at certain times.
Apparently, this just a little interesting fact that popped in my head. I didn't know this. Have you played the DLC for Sword and Shield yet?
I started the Isle of Armor.
So
I got Kubfu, and I'm supposed to take it to the tower, and I just haven't yet.
There's this guy named Peony from the second DLC. He used to be the champion before Leon, and apparently he is Chairman Rose's brother.
I thought he was just a steel type gym leader. I didn't realize he was a champion.
No, he was a champion. Him and Mustard were both champions. Now he was a gym leader, then became champion, and then he retired. And then you have Mustard, who held the record for the longest running champion in fucking Galar history at 18 years, and then he just retired. No one beat him. He just retired.
So how does that work? Is just like, because in this one there's no Elite Four in Galar, so like who the hell do they pick to like be the next champion?
They probably just hold a tournament that year.
Like between the gym leaders, and one of the gym leaders becomes champion, and then.
Well, I mean, you still have the people going in the contest, going in the gym leader challenge.
But if he retired, then none of them won. Therefore, none of them can be champion. So, in my opinion, it'd probably be like one of the gym leaders. Just like there was a mini tournament between the gym leaders, or there's like a voting system. One of the
that's probably how
Peony
became champion.
Probably, and then this. And I like the idea that the fact is like the gym types aren't set. Like, I'm one of the gym leaders and I use Dark type Pokemon. But obviously, if he was a former gym leader, there is no Steel type gym leader in Galar. So the fact that if you become a gym leader, you can choose your own type, which I actually like.
Yep. It's pretty.
As long as you aren't overlapping with someone else.
Yeah.
I assume.
Because like
there can be only one. But apparently, also they introduced the concept with Gen 8, the fact that there are minor league gym leaders, at least in Galar.
Yeah, with the what's her face and what's his face.
The poison type chick.
And then the psychic type dude.
Yeah, which is interesting. I don't know what that would mean.
Yeah, because I don't even know what the minor league gym leaders, like, what they...
I guess the minor league gym leaders are supposed to be like, if one of the gym leaders becomes champion, then one of the minor leagues goes to fill that slot.
Oh, I guess that makes sense.
You know, it's like,
Would that make Bede a minor league gym leader?
No, because Bede literally just...
takes over.
He just takes over as gym leader, yeah.
Okay. That's interesting.
Which apparently isn't. I guess, like, if you don't have an heir apparent, then that's what the minor league is for. Because, like, with, what was the Dark Type gym leader? Like, Marnie, he wanted her to take over being the gym leader.
Pierce?
Pierce, yeah.
Yeah, the guy that doesn't use...
Yeah, the guy that apparently was so fucking good that he almost beat the Dragon-type gym leader
without
Dynamaxing. Damn!
Like, damn, son. The guy's
Do
so
you like
good.
that idea that if you use, like, Protect against a Dynamax move, it doesn't actually protect you, it just weakens the damage?
Yeah, because... that is a 2-story giant fist coming down at you. I don't think a bubble is gonna save you here, fam. But it's like the Z moves.
But megas you could still protect against them.
Yeah, but
so like,
not quite the same.
I get the idea. Basically, Gigantamaxing is like this weird blend of Mega Evolution and Z moves, which is neat. Which is why it only lasts for 3 turns. Instead of being until end of battle or one really powerful shot. So I like Gigantamax. I think it's a neat idea. My problem is...
I wish it would have lasted a little bit longer.
Yeah, well, no, I think 3 turns is fine.
Maybe for competitive, for gameplay purposes?
Well, that's why you could do something like with, like, a held item that extends the number of turns you can Gigantamax for.
Yeah.
You know, like, they're, like, those items that make, like, Sandstorm and Rain last longer. You know?
Yeah.
My problem with Gigantamax is they explained repeatedly that it only happens in the Galar region because only the Galar region, you know, has Eternatus. Which means this is a really cool gameplay idea. Same with like the Z Crystals. The Z Crystals were tied to Alola. Mega Evolution carried over, which is what I liked about it, because that was a gameplay gimmick that could go through multiple regions.
And then they just got rid of it?
And then they got rid of it.
Bring it back! Bring it back!
I would bring it back, but don't give it to pseudos and to legendaries or mythical. Give it to Pokemon that need
Bring
more
it back for
power.
the Hoenn remake, or for the fucking Sinnoh remakes.
They
I
won't.
want it back.
They won't.
I want it back.
Too late in development. They won't. But like that's what I would want. Or, and I know for a fact that they won't because this would be too much to program. Give every Pokemon a Mega Evolution. That way everyone can be used.
No.
I would be okay with that if they did something like with Gen 5. Where Gen 5, it was entirely...
Yeah, give Sunkern a Mega Evolution. Not Sunkern.
Sunflora.
Yeah, Sunflora.
Give
Give Dunsparce a Mega Evolution. He fucking needs it.
Or just an evolution in general. I already said before, single evolution Pokemon that don't evolve, no evolution Pokemon, are the worst. Stop it.
I think for the Shining Diamond and, Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, if I can, I'm going to try to use, because these are 2 Pokemon that I've been wanting to use for a long time, but just haven't. I want to use Miss Magius.
Miss Magius?
Yeah. And I want to use Honchkrow.
I know for a fact I'm just going to end up using the 3 starters, Lucario, Garchomp, and Staravia.
Staraptor.
Yeah, I just know that's what's...
That was my team for...
It's gonna end, that's how it's going to end up.
That was my team for my Platinum playthrough, and it ended up fucking biting me in the ass.
Because it will double up on coverage?
No. Because 4 out of the 6 Pokemon are 4 out of the 6 Pokemon are weak to Ice types. 2 of which are 4 times weak to Ice types. In a region that is notorious for every single fucking trainer having Ice type coverage. Every single one of the Elite Four members...
That's what Lucario is for.
Lucario is 1 Pokemon.
So?
It's 1 Pokemon.
So?
It's not gonna beat the entirety of them.
And Fernie?
Again.
That's 2 Pokemon.
Okay.
And then if you have, and then if you have Empoleon,
you
then
are
that's
making
3
the assumption
Pokemon.
that their Ice type coverage is an Ice type Pokemon.
No, because Empoleon is a Water Steel type, therefore it quad resists Ice. Type
No, that doesn't seem right.
Steel and Water resist Ice.
No, that's not what I'm talking about.
Then what are you talking about then?
No. What was it?
Yeah, so Torterra and Garchomp quad weak to Ice, and then Staraptor is weak to Ice, yes. But then with Lucario, Infernape, and Empoleon, they all resist Ice.
Did I not use Lucario?
I guess, because if you say most of your team was weak to Ice, then you didn't use Lucario.
Well, I used Lucario in a lot of playthroughs. I think I was trying to go with another Pokemon that I just hadn't used. But who the fuck was it? Either way, I want to use Miss Magius and I want to use Honchkrow. Those are 2 Pokemon I've been wanting to use, and I just haven't.
Miss Magius I can get behind. Honchkrow? Ugh.
I love Honchkrow. Just that whole mob boss thing going on.
I love Luxray, but like in Gen 4,
Garbage.
because there were no good physical electric type moves. That's the thing. That's another thing that I would change. I get it for like theming, not for game balancing, because fuck game balance in this regard. For theming, some Pokemon attacking moves are almost exclusively special or physical, and the opposite has some garbage thing holding it back. I hate it. Stop it. I want my fucking Luxray to have a good physical electric move that is not Volt Tackle or whatever the fuck it is, Volt Charge? Wild Charge. That recoils, or Thunder Fang, which is only 95% accurate.
And, like, no damage.
65 power, I think is what it is.
Yeah, it's 65.
Give me a good, solid 80 physical electric move, 100% accuracy. Well, some of those exist. Like, there's, like, Zing Zap. That's a signature move for Togedemaru, and, like, no other Pokemon has it.
Yeah. 'Tis an unfortunate thing. Unfortunately.
It literally can't be for game balancing reasons, because there's no reason you shouldn't be able to... If there are physical attacking electric-type Pokemon, why are there no good physical-type attacking electric moves?
There is. Wild Charge.
It has recoil! That's garbage! Garbage!
It's a very competitive, strategy, but, most people just don't use it because of the recoil.
I hate recoil moves. I hate them. I hate it.
Yeah, it's good.
It's the whole thing with, like, Talonflame. It was only good, but its only move was a recoil move, which means you could kill it.
Gale Wings, Braviary with Roost and fucking Brave Bird?
Yeah, I know. But then you have to take a turn off from attacking to heal, in which is your opponent can hit you for basically free. And depending on the Pokemon they have...
Wait, what'd you say?
Talonflame.
Yeah, no, because Gale Wings. You use Brave Bird.
Uh-huh.
It hits first.
Yes.
Then Gale Wings.
Recoil.
Yes. Then they hit you. Gale Wing. Roost. Heal.
So I'm saying
Gale
I
Wings,
don't like the healing. Sorry. It's not I don't like healing. I like that there are moves in Pokemon that can heal you. That's just good game balancing and good game design. In fact, if you can have certain Pokemon that can heal themselves, like the Synthesis, Roost.
Besides, the amount of damage it dealt to you was based on the amount of damage you dealt to the other Pokemon.
Which means if you had a Pokemon with a fuck ton of health but no defense, like, I don't know, Chansey, with that, you could literally murder yourself.
Here's the thing. You're still doing a lot of damage to it because of Talonflame's high attack stat and Chansey's absolutely garbage defense stat.
Yes, but its HP is, like, massive. So if it's percentage of damage you deal and Chansey has 5 times your health, you could literally kill yourself.
Well, then just don't use Talonflame against Chansey.
But I hate
these things are built for specific purposes.
But I hate recoil moves.
You can hate them. Well, you can hate them. That doesn't negate their negate their viability.
I'm not talking about viability. I'm not talking about how good they are in competitive. I hate recoil moves, and I hate that you're forced to use them because they're the only powerful physical moves for a lot of types.
No, I fully agree.
That's why I'm saying I hate the fact that it's either recoil or it's not 100% accurate. You have Fire Blast, and then you have Flamethrower. Why is there no equivalent in so fucking many other typings? Like, Steel type used to be garbage for attacking in general, but then I got Flash Cannon, and then I got Iron Head, and that solves the fucking problem. And if you have the problem of, well, that just means every single player would be using the exact same moves. They already are! They are already using the exact same loadouts. All of them. Except for people, like, use, like, really, like, niche and, like, creative builds. Which is good for you. Clap and a half to you, sir, that you want to go through that. But that's for your own personal enjoyment.
That's for competitive teams.
That's for competitive. And even then, like
playthroughs.
Codig and myself have gone through, like, we do gym leader runs where we just complete games using a single type of Pokemon. In which case, that's for us for that initial challenge. Yeah, I could rant about this for hours, so I'm gonna get off this soapbox and we're gonna move on.
Sword and Shield. Now, of course, we've already talked a little bit about it. I kind of want to go into the DLCs, but you haven't played the DLCs, so you need to play the DLCs.
Well, Isle of Armor, I know that one of the things that they did was basically you could turn a non-Gigantamax Pokemon into a Gigantamax Pokemon,
That's what I did with
which I appreciate.
I did that with Corviknight, and you have to do it with your starter.
Yeah.
They force you to, which is good. I like that.
Well, it's only good if, like, if their Gigantamax signature, if they have a Gigantamax signature move,
They do.
and if it is better than just the normal
It's not.
one.
But I don't care. Gigantamax Cinderace is fucking awesome.
That sucks.
With the giant flaming soccer ball.
Yeah, but you realize that if you actually look at
And then you have Inteleon,
if you actually look at Gigantamax Cinderace, he's not as big as the other ones because like all the sizes in the fireball.
Yeah, but he doesn't need to be as big as the other ones because he has a giant fucking flaming fireball. That's all he needs. That's all he needs.
So just no length.
Then you have Gigantamax Pikachu, which is just bulky Pikachu, which is just a little chubster.
Just Chubachu.
Chubachu. And Gigantamax Eevee, which is just Eevee with a thicker mane, which I love.
Give us a
and then you have Gigantamax Meowth.
Give us a normal type Eevee evolution, please. I know probably no one will ever use it.
Oh, I would use it.
But like, I want it.
I want it so bad. So bad. You could give it high attack and high speed. Beautiful.
Because like there are so many good normal type moves that only very, very few Pokemon get advantage of, like normal types. But even then, very rarely do you... The only time I can think about, like, a normal type Pokemon being incredible in competitive was, like, Gen 2 Snorlax Belly Drum. Because, like, he was... Snorlax in Generation 2 competitive was by far the best Pokemon in competitive.
You also have Slacking with Skill Swap. Or, I think it's Skill Swap?
But that's doubles, though.
Well, most competitive formats run doubles.
Yes, but that's exclusively in doubles. I'm talking... Well, actually, in Gen 2, there weren't doubles, because double battles were introduced in Gen 3.
Yeah, but, like, most competitive formats are doubles. And you run a Skill Swap on... Probably, you'd run it with, like, a kind of a Pokemon that you're just using as a support
here's the
role.
Thing, though. You see a
Slacking
Slacking and a Psychic type next to it, you know the play, and therefore can very easily counter.
Not necessarily. I don't think it's Skill Swap. I don't remember what move it is, but I remember there was a thing with, like, Chansey. Can you run it?
I know there's a thing now, like, with, Configrigus, I think is how you pronounce it.
Configrigus?
Yeah. And then Slacking, because Mummy.
Yeah. Yeah, if you have the ability to take Truant away from Slacking, he's a
base
fucking
stat
threat.
total of legendary.
Yeah, he's a fucking threat.
Yeah.
Like, what is his base stat total? Like, what, 6 something? 680? I think it's 680. $670.
With HP being 150 and attack being 160 and base 100 speed.
Like, damn. Base 100 speed?
Yes.
It's funny. I didn't even know that. Yeah, have this giant gorilla outspeed you.
Mega Slacking, he just loses Truant.
Oh no.
Doesn't gain any points, just stands up.
No extra stat boost, just lose Truant.
Just lose Truant, easy enough.
Okay, but I think
maybe call things like a held item for Slacking, like like the white herb, which negates stat lowerings like once. It'd be interesting if there was like I don't know, like coffee or something like that, like a held item like Slacking or the Pokemon with Truant, because there are Pokemon like other than Slacking that can have Truant.
It's Durant. It's Slacking and Durant.
You could also literally double it up with like Hyper Beam, where you have to recharge the next turn. Have it be like an item that is a one-use held item that allows them to skip that.
Yeah,
that'd be interesting.
Yeah. No, I think you should really get on those DLCs. Not just the Isle Armor. I think the Crown Tundra with Calyrex, I think is what his name is. I don't know. Which one are you going to go for? Are you going to go for Ghost or Ice?
Ghost.
Clearly, because the Ghost one looks the best. Yeah. But, damn.
Also, Ice type suck.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Sorry.
Apparently, I just found this out. I was looking at it, watching Michael, MJ TV earlier. And apparently, Ice is the rarest type.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Mm-hmm.
Especially considering it's useless, so, you know, whatever. And then second is Ghost. So, the two rarest types Or what Calyrex is.
I can kind of get behind Ghost being a really, really rare type.
I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But why Ice?
Well, because in Gen 1, there was no, like, snowy area. And there was no Ice-type Gym Leader or Elite
Yeah,
Form.
but
no,
since
no,
then...
Elite Form, never mind.
But since then? Like, we had 8 generations. You're telling me Ice is the rarest?
Well, you know, with Alola, they literally gave a lot of
And then
Pokemon
Psychic
Ice
still
type.
holds the record for the most legendaries.
Yeah. I think so. I can understand that. Like, why Psychic and Dragon and stuff like that are, like, really up there when it comes to legendary Pokemon.
If there's one thing that I could
well,
change...
it's also because like Psychic is like the pseudo space type.
Yeah.
So
if there's one thing that I could change about Pokemon, about a single Pokemon, right? Typing wise, I would 100% give Goodra the Fairy type.
why?
It should have been a Dragon Fairy type.
Why?
Because I think for one, I thought it was just based on looks alone, like design alone.
I would have thought it would have been a Dragon Poison type.
No,
Because Goodra.
it would have just been really interesting to have them introduce that new type and have the fucking pseudo legendary be a Dragon Fairy type. Plus, I love the idea of Dragon Fairy.
Well, you'd make Altaria.
Plus, I love the idea of Dragon Fairy on a good Pokemon.
Altaria.
I don't like Altaria.
Aww.
Well, I don't hate Altaria.
Well, I can understand why people like don't think that Altaria should be a Dragon type because you look at Altaria and you're like, I see bird, not
yeah,
dragon.
I see. That is bird.
Is bird?
Is bird?
Is bird?
That is cloud. Cloud with blue stick. No, I think you should play through the Crown Tundra. It's a really fun experience, especially going through those fucking dungeons, man. That's where I caught my first ever wild shiny.
With all those Beldums in the hail.
It was a Relicanth.
Oh, the Beldum in the hail, though.
Oh.
That everyone universally agrees, fuck you, Game Freak. Why would you do that? We know why. Fuck you.
Let me just find this shiny Pokemon right quick. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
All I can think about is that comic where like a trainer is trying to teach the two children
How to catch a Pokemon.
It's like you have to battle it and then throw your Pokeballs. It's a shiny Beldum to just whip the Master Ball on it. That wasn't a battle.
I'm not taking any chances.
Shiny hunting for me personally, I don't shiny hunt. I don't hunt for shiny Pokemon. I have caught a few, and every time I've been like, oh, neat.
I have caught 1. I have encountered 2.
Like I've already gone over my shiny, so I'm not gonna recount them again. But like, I don't.
Oh, I have several. I have a whole lot of them.
It'd be funny if we ever actually start live streaming. Is if you and I live streamed like a shiny hunting race in Gen 7, because I know like the ultra wormholes made it a lot easier to come across shinies.
Yeah, we could do that.
Just an idea.
We just have to,
Well, first I'll get to beat
jailbreak our 3DSs.
Well, yeah, but you also have to like beat Ultra Moon.
Oh, that's not that hard. I'm almost there.
It's funny how like we both have Ultra Moon.
I have Ultra Sun too.
Yeah, but you played through.
Yeah, I played through Moon because I liked Moon better.
Yeah. Moon just made more sense to me because like at the time my sleep schedule.
Here's my thing. Like when it comes to the games that I either did or would have gone for when I was a kid. Like out of the 2 ones that it would have been Red.
Yep.
Silver.
Yep.
Sapphire. Well, yeah, you were a Ruby.
Yeah, I know.
For me, it was Sapphire. Gen 4. Well, and then Fire Red. Gen 4, it was
Platinum. The only way to play.
No, out of Diamond and Pearl.
Platinum. The only way to play Gen 4.
Diamond and Pearl.
Diamond and Pearl's Pokedex was garbage.
Out of Diamond and Pearl, it was Pearl. Out of Black and White, it was... That's actually where it's funny. Out of Black and White, it was Black. Out of Black and White 2, it was White 2.
I just like Reshiram better than Zekrom. I think its design is better.
I like Reshiram better than Zekrom 2. I didn't realize in White 2 you get...
The other one?
Yeah.
Oh, so you ended up the same Pokemon?
Yes.
The same legendary? That sucks.
I didn't realize that's what it did.
That sucks.
And then in Gen 6, it was X.
Yeah.
Fucking love Xerneas.
What's my favorite? It's like X, like Xerneas, whatever. I was like, talk about like Mega Charizard X and Mega Mewtwo X. Like that's the main reason why I went with that.
Well, Mewtwo.
Because honestly, Xerneas and Yveltal, I'm like, they're not really my favorite legendaries. They don't really stand out
dude!
to
Like
me.
Xerneas, I fucking love like the fucking fairy deer. I love it. I fucking love Xerneas. This is my top 10 favorite legendaries of all time.
Like Gen 1's legendaries were kind of meh. Like Mewtwo was cool, but like that was like a post game like thing. And then
Gen 2 had Lugia, which is my favorite.
Even then, like everyone's like, oh, Lugia and Ho-Oh, they're really good. It's like they're kind of plain.
But it's Lugia.
And then Gen 3 with like Groudon, Kyogre,
Well, you're a Hoenn
Quasar,
baby, so
I liked that. Technically the first one the first game I actually owned and played was Gen 4, so. And then Gen 4 with like Palkia, Dialga, Arceus. There's just so many fucking legendaries in Gen 4. But like Giratina, really, really cool. I think what helps is the fact that after Gen 3 they started doing like the 2 box arts and then a third, which is more interesting in my opinion. And then Gen 5 they had Reshiram and Zekrom, and I like Reshiram better, but Zekrom's also kind of cool. Kyurem's not really though.
yeah.
Gen 6 with Xerneas and Yveltal, I'm just like,
and then Zygarde.
And then Gen 7 with Solgaleo and Lunala, really cool. I like both of them a lot.
I don't like Solgaleo, but Lunala.
Really?
Yeah.
And then Gen 8, you know, with
Zacian and Zamacenta.
I can never remember their names. They're just so weird.
I fucking love.
They're really cool. They
Zacian.
really, really, really are. They're very, really awesomely cool.
Well, wolves are my favorite animals, so a fucking wolf with a sword? Fuck yeah!
Feel like box art legendaries to me. They feel like the subsequent legendaries you can find along with it. Like Latios and Latios, basically. That's what they feel like to me.
I just think it's funny how Hop's canon team is Zamacenta.
Yeah, fuck you! Oh, you want to be my friend? Okay, here, get in the ball. You didn't have to fight it? Fuck you! Screw you, Hop! I mean, Hop as a character, like, it's fine.
Yeah, fine.
Yeah, but like...
I think the best follower...
I hate that they just fucking give your rival the legendary. Like with I will say in Gen 5 with
N,
the fact that he got that kind of made sense to me. He literally talked to Pokemon and even like striving and yada yada yada. But like Hop is like, oh,
truth versus ideals.
Yeah, so it was like, oh, you want to be my friend? Okay, get in the ball. And I'm like, fuck you, dude.
Fuck you, Hop. I think the
catching battling and catching Xerneas, not Xerneas, Eternatus makes perfect sense. Give me the wolf. Just if they're literally like, hey, it looks like he really, really likes you. And then he fights you, it's like, excuse me, sir, you and I have been through all this together. I have proven my strength time and time again. I fought alongside you against the darkest day. Get in the ball!
I think it's funny because actually, whenever you talk about the rivals, right?
Oh wait, didn't we actually? I'm sorry, not to cut you off, but like, wasn't it Gen 7 they literally just gave you legendary? You didn't have to fight it. You didn't actually catch it.
Yes.
They just gave it to you.
Yes.
Okay. Do that!
When it comes to rivals, the best rival, in my personal opinion, is one that you haven't played. It's Hugh.
From Black 2?
Yep. Black 2 and White 2. He's the best rival, in my personal opinion. Second being Hop. Because fuck that bitch from Gen 7. He a bitch.
Oh, how?
Yeah, fuck how. He's stupid.
I swear to God, if the next Pokemon game, the rival starts with an H, is a 3-letter name. Enough firefighting types. Starters.
Hugh, How, Hop, you know, just the way it should be. Serena, Caleb. Caleb was a great one.
Honestly, I really just like N because they really gave N a story.
Yeah. They did, and I really do like
and
N.
like with Hop, they also gave him a story. Basically, he came to the reason like, I'm not as good as I thought I was, but that doesn't mean I'm bad, and it doesn't mean that my life is over. I can do something else and still be with Pokemon and enjoy Pokemon, just not being the champion.
Let's go. they exist. That's something I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, they exist.
Yeah, it exists.
I do like the catching mechanic.
I
don't like how you're forced to do the catching mechanic if you're
yeah,
playing
I remember.
in a TV
I remember
mode.
when that game first came out. Like Codig was like, "It's the end of everything. Everything is ruined. Pokemon is over." And then my brother played it. And I was like, "Oh, it's pretty fun. It's whatever." And he's like, "No, it's good." And then he actually played it. And I was like, "Oh, okay."
Well, that's because they finally came out and was like, "This is not where Pokemon's going in the future." And I was like, "Okay, now I can enjoy it."
Yeah,
I was like, "This is a fun game. I just don't want this
why.
to be the rest of Pokemon."
I can see why you would not want that to be where Pokemon, like the main mechanics, are going to be from then on.
Yeah, exactly. No, I was very upset about that, but I ended up thoroughly enjoying it. I played through well, I have them both, but I played through Eevee, of course, because it's the better one.
You know what I would have thought was really fun?
If they gave Eevee those special moves in later generation of games, so that way it'd make Eevee competitively viable outside of the fucking Let's Go Eevee games.
So like
yes,
certain moves, like Dig can be used to escape dungeons and stuff like that, and like Teleport can take you back to the previous Pokemon Center. Like, I think it'd have been so funny as if in Let's Go Rapid Spin, you could literally just like have your Pokemon spin around you and like just put Pokemon out of you. Have it basically work like a repel. I think that would have been great.
That would have been fucking hilarious.
That would have been so good.
Game Freak wouldn't think of that shit.
Oh, of course not. That would have been so good.
Oh my god. No,
Can I interest you in this starfish?
I do like how they did it more on it was its own little universe.
Yeah.
Red and Blue still exist, but they didn't really go through the story. You're going through the story.
Well, Pokemon from the very beginning has literally been a multiverse.
Yeah. So I do appreciate that. You know what I'm saying?
So some of the ride Pokemon, like, I understand for like Galar they gave you like the bicycle, but like I really liked ride Pokemon in Gen 7 and Let's Go. I thought that was. I always thought you should be able to ride certain Pokemon of a certain size, like Arcanine, or other Pokemon like
or Charizard.
Charizard's only like 5 foot.
Yeah, but you're only like 4 foot. You're a child. You're 11.
When it comes to the physics of flying and physics in Pokemon,
they made Onix rideable.
Yeah.
Arcanine, Lapras, Charizard,
Haunter.
You're fucking lying.
I'm pretty sure you. Like, first off, Haunter's massive.
I know it is.
And you can ride him.
I do appreciate how they let the Pokemon follow you.
But you could not ride Blastoise, but you could ride fucking
apparently they're bringing back following Pokemon in Shining and Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. Good. But they're doing it the right way instead of the way they did it in Sword and Shield, and it's throughout the whole game, and they follow you at a closer pace.
I assume it's literally just the Gen 4 Pokedex, though. Like,
it's the Platinum Dex.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Platinum Dex, yeah.
I'm assuming they'll let you bring over, like, once you get the National Dex at the end, but it seems like they're going off the Platinum Dex. Because there are Pokemon that they've shown in the trailers that are not in the Diamond and Pearl Dex.
In the original Sinnoh Pokedex.
Yeah.
Which is good, because the original Sinnoh Pokedex was garbage.
Yeah, let me have this Fire-type specialist that has 2 Fire types, one of which is the starter Pokemon.
I think I talked about this before, but I don't remember if I have or not in the Generation Shows about it. Has there ever been a game Pokemon that you've done, and it was your first run-through of that game? Or you boxed your starter?
No.
I have.
What?
In my run through of Soul Silver, I boxed my Typhlosion when I got Houndoom.
Wow. Well, I've never been a character. Well, okay, here's the thing.
I've never been a character?
I've never been the kind of person that gives a shit about double typing in a team for a playthrough team.
Oh, I did.
See any of my Gen 6 playthroughs?
Literally, look at our Pokemon Emerald randomizer that we're doing right now. We're gonna have a couple of different dragon types in our party.
Yeah, or my fucking original Gen 6 playthrough with Talonflame, Charizard, and Delphox. I don't care about having multiple types. When it comes to the playthrough, I go based on Pokemon that I want to use. Like, in my Sword playthrough, where I had an absolutely garbage team and didn't realize it until it was too late.
Well, it's effective, like how.
Or my Shield playthrough, which I hate Shield more than Sword, but I had a way better fucking team.
It wasn't the fact of like I boxed Typhlosion just because the fact of it that if it was monotyped upset me, and it wasn't even really that great. And Houndoom. was just
so cool. So does Houndoom.
Houndoom looks so much cooler than Evolution does. It was a better fire type, and it was also a dark type on top of it. And I didn't want to get rid of anyone else in my party, so I just boxed mine.
Yeah, no, that's never happened to me.
My first run through, honestly, if we end up doing black 2 or white 2 for the channel,
we're doing those next. Yes. Yes. Yes.
No.
Yes, we are.
No.
That's the next one.
No.
Yes.
The next one we would be doing would be Brilliant Diamond and Enchanted Pearl.
I'm talking about after Emerald.
I know. After Emerald, we would be doing Brilliant Diamond and Enchanted Pearl.
If we have the next one we'll be doing on an emulator.
Oh, the next emulator one. Oh,
yeah.
Sure. Not get short. When we do that, I'll be playing because I've never played Black 2 or White 2 before, and we're gonna end up boxing the starter almost assuredly.
No.
Yes.
Nope.
Yes.
Nope. No.
Yeah, Codig, if I'm playing, I'm going to be picking the starter.
No, it is going to be us playing, just like it is us on the Emerald Nuzlocke. We both choose the team.
Yeah, but I've never played it before, therefore.
But we both choose the team. I've never played an Emerald Randomizer Nuzlocke.
You realize we would literally be picking the starter by the last digit of our Pokedex number, which means there's not even a chance that we even get Superior.
I will give it to you if we get Oshawott or Tepig, but if we get Snivy, we are not boxing Snivy.
Yeah, I'd be boxing it.
No.
Almost assuredly.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Anyways, guys, until next time, we've been talking for quite a while. We'll see you guys next time. Make sure to leave a comment for what you want us to commentate on or do a little podcast on, because we're trying to
comment to see what you want us to commentate on.
Yeah, see what you want us to do a podcast on, and we'll take a look at the comments. If you start commenting, guys, we know you're watching. Just leave us a little comment, you know what I'm saying? Just leave us a little comment on what you want us to cover next, and we'll totally take care of it. Until next time, I have been Codig.
I have been Aron.
Bye!
But Semi-Sage is so much better than the Superior.
Oh, I'm gonna slap you.
Cracky.